Why buy something when you can borrow it? That's the motto of Beyond Books and Beyond Books Junior at Way Public Library in Perrysburg, Ohio. We're talking about both today. Welcome to the Perrysburg Podcast, episode 131. I'm your host, Perrysburg resident Kim Newlove. The Perrysburg Podcast is a resource for Perrysburg residents. We talk about what's in Perrysburg and why people like to live here. The show notes are on perrysburgpodcast.com. As we get started, I owe a big thank you to Arielle Harbauer at Way Public Library for telling me about Beyond Books and Beyond Books Junior. In my own words, Arielle is the Beyond Books expert at Way Public Library. She did a great job fielding all of my questions this week. I just showed up at the circulation desk and she answered all of my questions. Thank you very much, Arielle. And if you haven't met Arielle yet, stop by the circulation desk and say hello. Let's get started. I'm going to start with a confession. I walk past the Beyond Books and Beyond Books Junior sections at the library all the time. And I did not slow down and take the time to really appreciate either one of those sections fully until I was preparing for this podcast episode. I'm almost a little embarrassed to admit it, but maybe you're like me and you go to the library all the time and you've never taken the time to take a deep dive into Beyond Books and Beyond Books Junior. This podcast gives me a reason to slow down and learn about things that are literally right under my nose. If you haven't taken the deep dive into Beyond Books yet, this episode's for you. Whenever I'm learning about something that I'm not an expert on, I like to get into the who, what, when, where, why, and how of it. And in this case, we're going to get into the who, what, when, where, why, and how of Beyond Books. And we'll start with what it is. Beyond Books is a collection of items that you can borrow from Way Public Library in Perrysburg, Ohio. If you can imagine bookshelves stocked with anything from board games to an electric guitar, that's Beyond Books. Beyond Books Junior is similar. According to the library's website, Beyond Books Junior caters to the 8 and under crowd, so ages 0 through 8. You'll find baby toys, costumes, and a lot more. There are about 200 items in the collection, according to Arielle, and a picture says 1,000 words. So if you would like to see the items in the collection, head over to waylibrary.info, click on Catalog and Account in the navigation bar, and then select Beyond Books. From there, you can click through all the various categories of items, which I'm going to read to you now. They are Beyond Books Junior, Equipment and Electronics, Science and Educational Resources, Home Tools, Musical Instruments, Sports Equipment, Board and Tabletop Games, Arts and Crafts, and Outdoor and Oversized Games. Now, if you want to stop by in person, you can either look on the shelves or you can read through the binders. If you stop by in person and you look on the shelves, you will only see what's in stock. If you look through the binders, though, you will see the entire collection. The binders have pictures and descriptions of the items. This is especially helpful for the board games. You can also grab a printed list, which is an abbreviated version of what you'll find either on the website or in a binder. You'll find categories and items listed on these printed lists. There are actually 3 printed lists. They are all 1 page each. There's a Beyond Books items list, there's a Beyond Books Junior items list, and there's a Party Express items list. Next up, where are the Beyond Books and Beyond Books Junior sections located? Both of them are inside Way Public Library, of course. Once you walk through the main entrance and past the circulation desk, which just got a beautiful new counter, by the way, looks great, Beyond Books is on your left against a wall, and Beyond Books Junior is close to the children's area. If you know where the train table is, head towards that. It's right near that area. If you need help finding either one, Beyond Books or Beyond Books Junior, just stop by the information desk. How does Beyond Books and Beyond Books Junior work? You can borrow anything in the Beyond Books collection at no cost using a library card. Anybody who has a library card can borrow from the collections. It's just like borrowing a book or a magazine. You bring your Beyond Books item to the circulation desk and you check it out. Some of the items can be checked out for 2 weeks with one renewal, others are 1 week with one renewal. Now, you can put an item on hold, and if you put an item on hold, it will be in the holds area that's just for Beyond Books items. It's not where books, magazines, videos, etc. are on hold. If you walk past that section, you will find a holds area just for the Beyond Books items. Party Express items, on the other hand, have a 4-day loan and they are non renewable. In fact, if you don't bring it back on time with all its parts, an overdue fee of $10 per day will be charged. How do you get a Party Express item? You reserve it through the website, which again is waylibrary.info. Go under the Beyond Books items, and there is a Party Express request form. Fill it out and wait for your hold to be approved. You will be notified by email when it's ready for pickup. Party Express items can be picked up from the circulation desk. This is a little bit different from other holds. Party Express holds versus the regular holds are a little bit different. So there's circulation desk for Party Express items, and then there's the separate Beyond Books holds area for other items. There's high demand for certain items like the Giant Connect 4 games in May for graduation parties. So if you want those items, plan ahead. As far as returning items, that's pretty easy. You can't use the return slots outside, obviously, so you bring the Beyond Books and Beyond Books Junior items into the library, bring them to the circulation desk inside during normal business hours. When did Beyond Books at Way Public Library start? The answer, according to Arielle, is 2017. Actually, when I perused the Beyond Books items in the catalog online, I noticed that some of the items actually have a date on them. For example, one of the Tony boxes that I saw was dated 2023. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Items have obviously been added over the years, so they weren't all added in 2017. And you can suggest new items for the collection using the Beyond Books suggestion form on Way Public Library's website. You will find that Beyond Books suggestion form in the Beyond Books part of the website. I can't think of a thing I would have them add, but if I ever do think of something, I will make a suggestion. How did Beyond Books get started? According to the library's website, and I quote, "This innovative collection of unusual, fun, and useful items is made possible thanks to the generosity of the Blaine Wiley family in tribute to Joan M. Wiley. As a child of the Depression, Joan felt you didn't need to own everything. Her philosophy was, why buy something when you can borrow it? We agree, and are therefore very pleased to honor her with this carefully curated collection of items." End quote. As a private citizen, let me just say thank you to the Wiley family. Beyond Books is awesome. I don't know the Wiley family, but I would say that Joan would be very proud of Way Public Library's Beyond Books collection, Beyond Books and Beyond Books Junior. I'm a curious person. I wanted to know how Beyond Books got started. When I was talking to Arielle, she kind of shed some light on it. Now, I do understand that Joan had this idea to borrow instead of buy, and I understand that the Wiley family donated some money. However, how do you take one person's vision and turn it into something you can touch? How do you turn it into a tangible collection? You use something that's working somewhere else and you bring it here. Role models are important. It turns out that there's a library in Ann Arbor, Michigan that served as a model for Way Public Library's initial Beyond Books collection. And then Beyond Books Junior was inspired by Cuyahoga County Public Library's Toy Library. From there, Way Public Library has had a few staff members step into the steward role, as I call it, taking suggestions, adding items, running the Party Express, keeping the website up to date, printing the pamphlets, and answering questions from curious podcasters like me. Arielle, especially, does an amazing job as the Beyond Books expert at Way Public Library. Keep up the good work. At this time, I'd like to share what I kind of think is my favorite part of this episode. I'd like to share some of the most and least popular items in the Beyond Books and Beyond Books Junior collections. Let's start with the Beyond Books collection. Arielle says that some of the most popular items are the Giant Connect 4, there are 6 of them, metal detectors, board games, the 3D pen, the sewing machine, and the binoculars. She says that she sees a moderate amount of borrowing with the musical instruments as well. There's an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, and other instruments as well. And then some of the least popular items are the basketball, the baseball bases, the juggling balls, the art easels, there are 4 of them, and the heart and brain models. I just find that interesting. And that's it for the Beyond Books collection. Now let's talk about the Beyond Books Junior collection. Arielle says that some of the most popular items are the Dash robot, the costumes, the Tony boxes, which I didn't know what they were until I looked it up, the sensory kits, the boom whackers, the push pull worm tower, the toddler and baby toys, the xylophone, and the teeter popper. You have to see it. I didn't know what a teeter popper was either. I had to look it up. Some of the less popular toys are the weighted lap pads, which I've actually borrowed one of those, the Makey Makey, that is a STEM toy for older kids, and then also not very popular are the clip cloppers. If you can imagine something that looks like horse feet that you put on your feet and you can clip clop around. They're called clip cloppers. I'm sorry, they didn't have those when my kids were little. They probably would have loved them. And that's it for the Beyond Books Junior popular and less popular items. I think I covered everything in the who, what, when, where, why, and how of Beyond Books, except for the why. Why is it important to have a Beyond Books section at Way Public Library? It's because libraries exist to give people free access to information, resources, and opportunities, and to adapt as the community needs change. In my humble opinion, Beyond Books has items that are relevant to the needs of Perrysburg residents. And as the needs of the community change, the collection will change. Check out Beyond Books and Beyond Books Junior at Way Public Library today and let them know if there's something you need that is not already in the collection. Why buy it when you can borrow it? This has been episode 131 of the Perrysburg Podcast. The show notes are on perrysburgpodcast.com. In the show notes, you will find a link to Way Public Library's website, contact information for Arielle Harbauer, the Beyond Books expert extraordinaire at Way Public Library, a link to Way Public Library Foundation and Friends in case you'd like to make a donation, and a link to sign up for our weekly newsletter here at the Perrysburg Podcast. If you sign up, I will email you every week when a new episode comes out. By the way, I am not compensated in any way for publishing this podcast episode. I love the Way Public Library, and this podcast is a hobby for me. It's my way to give back. Thank you very much for listening today. I'll talk to you next week.